Hi everyone, this is Brant from Code Improv, and on this WordPress Wednesday, I'm going to be showing you how to install a plugin that will give you a social media sticky sidebar on your WordPress site. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you're not sure what a sticky sidebar is, let me show you an example on the Social Media Examiner's website. The plugin itself does not appear on the home page, but it does appear on every post throughout the entire site. And this makes sense because it drives more social shares for individual topics and blog posts, rather than trying to get someone to share the home page itself, for example. Now, as you can imagine, there are several options you can choose that have similar functionality to this, but the best plugin that I found is the one that's actually used by Social Media Examiner, and it's called Digg Digg. Now, it's also free, which means that you don't have to have any reservations about installing and trying it out. So I've gone ahead and navigated to the Digg Digg download page, where you can find out more and actually download the plugin. Now, we're also going to take a look at the Screenshots tab to view the options available to you once you've got things installed. And as you can see here, they've got 4 different areas in which you can include the sidebar. They've got the floating bar on the side, which we have seen. They've got a normal bar with large buttons at the top featured on each post. They've got a normal bar with large buttons at the bottom of each post. And they have a normal bar with small buttons at the top, which you can see here. Okay, so once you've gone ahead and downloaded the file, which you can do right here, you can upload it into the WordPress Backend, which if we go there, we can navigate to Plugins, add New, and this is where you're going to be able to upload the zip file that you just downloaded. You could also search for this under Digg Digg, right here. Now, go ahead and if you were to upload it, go ahead and complete the upload and then activate the plugin so that you can access the settings. Let's go implement the Digg Digg functionality now. As you can see, we'll go down here to Digg Digg. We can go to Global Configuration Settings. Now, there's not too much to change right here, but I did add my Twitter handle for the official Twitter configuration and for the buffer configuration. Now, you would go ahead and you would save your changes. And you can go to the next tab, which would be the normal display settings. Now, this is where I've enabled the normal post to show at the top of each actual blog post under the headline, where the buttons are more smaller and compact, and there's only 4 options that I have been able to click, and that is Twitter, Facebook, Buffer, and Google+. So as you can see here, there's a lot of options that you can go through. Again, you'd have to set them up to your desired settings that you would want to see. You'd have to make sure also that this would be enabled. So after that, let's go to floating display. Now, this is what we've been trying to get to all along. This is the functionality that the Social Media Examiner website uses. You would go ahead, you would enable the floating display here for it to show. You would configure it to show on whatever pages of your website that you would want. You can also position it with a little bit more control over how far down it's going to show up, how far to the left it's going to go on your sidebar. You can go down here, and this is where all of your options are for the different social sharing sites that are out there. Assigning a higher number weight allows you to choose what displays higher or lower, top to bottom, on the sticky sidebar. As you can see down here, you can also enable an email and print button as well. Again, go ahead and save whatever changes you want. And if we go up here on the fourth tab for Digg Digg manual placement, I've not used the functionality that I want is already in place. And that is all there is to it. If we travel to my last blog post, we can go ahead and see, actually this is the home page. We can see here, this is where the normal bar has been implemented, and it's small and compact. It's not too hit you over the head obvious, but if we end up clicking on that and going to the actual post itself, this is where you're going to be able to see the sidebar. It's going to pop up right over here. And as you can see, that is the functionality that we want. So if we wanted to share it on Facebook or tweet it, Google+, LinkedIn, go ahead and email it to someone, and it's all right there. So thanks for joining me today, and don't forget to subscribe to the Code Improv YouTube channel for more great tips on social media, some great design tricks, as well as some more WordPress tutorials just like this one.